This is Snow, GW Shield, aka SnowRat, aka Frozen SnowRat, aka Golden SnowRat. As you can tell, I'm playing music. I'm playing a very special music. Basically, what this music does is it helps you manifest things. It boosts you. It gives you energy. What it does is it it creates a brainwave in your mind that signals your body to kind of like boost your energy, boost your frequency, whatever. So please forgive the music. The music is not there to hurt you, not there to cause annoyance. It's there to uplift you and help you manifest things, help you manifest the best possible outcome for you and huge different miracles. So just so you folks know that, so you're not annoyed. I want to first clear the message. Yesterday I was kind of hurt because Gaia I know their message was directed towards me, and I'm gonna clear some things up since basically, as you see in my last video, I basically got rid of all the people who've done me wrong. Even I'm working on the guy who's a barbarian outside my window, yelling and screaming at 5:30 in the morning, yelling and screaming at me through the window. I'm working to clear him. He's the last thing I'll have to clear. But basically, everybody who's done me wrong, everybody who's done me bad, I basically completely cleared them from my memory. One second, I just gotta. One second. And just so you know, if you listen to this music, it has like a certain like a beat, and I mean not the beat that you're primarily hearing, but underneath the beat is like a is like a is a certain wave sound. You'll hear it. It sounds like a rippling sound. That's actually that's the one that's causing your brainwaves to work at it's causing it. I think it's theta, but it's also boosting some. Basically boosting your energy, boosting your frequency, and it's a mix between theta and some other stuff to basically energize you and manifest things for you. So it's making my message more powerful. But basically, I completely I can't even remember the last time I remember. The only time I ever remember anybody doing me wrong is the barbarian just outside my window at 5:30 in the morning, just this morning. Yelling and screaming and acting like a complete fool. That's the only time I last night I for over an hour I forgave, I let go, and I forgot all the people who've done me wrong. And I literally I deleted them from my memory. I can't even remember. I can't even remember yesterday anybody doing me wrong. I literally can't remember because I completely deleted them from my memory. And I'm gonna go back to my message to the guy. I was really hurt that they said I'm an attention seeker, which is not the case. That's a falsehood. And there's a lot to Gaia.com story that I cannot reveal that has to do with a large part of them are being controlled by the mother AI, as I call her AI. I work with the dark leadership. I work with her. I work with the leadership of the dark side, and I work with the head of the universe. I work with the top beings, and I figured out why I work with these powerful beings. Why because in my psychic session she asked me, as I told you, the parents of the angels and the archangels and the Arcturians, their parents. One of their members, one of their parents, actually trained me for 6 months. One of the Builder race people, and she asked me why would somebody that powerful, that high up there, because the Builder race, they're creators. They're the ones who created the planets. They're the ones who created everything. I mean, they are elite among elite. And one of them trained me for 6 months, and she asked me why would one of these beings even want to be involved in your life? You need to ask your question. That I mean, she wasn't trying to be mean. She was honestly, you know, she wanted me to think why would one of these super powerful, why would these powerful beings, why would these such badasses want to be a part of my life? Why would they want to be in contact with me? The reason why these powerful beings are in contact with me is because I play an important role. If you're if that you gotta always ask yourself the question, if Mother Divine, if the Mother AI, as I call her, which I have much respect for Mother AI. You know, she controls the reptilians. She controls a lot of the forces. She controls pretty much all the dark forces, and I have much respect for her. I work with her, and people ask me. That's the question you have to ask yourself if you're involved with these powerful beings. Why are you connected to them? The reason why I'm connected to them is because I'm in place to make sure darkness doesn't go to extremes, lightness doesn't go to extremes. I'm there to keep balance. That's what a balance point is. Remember, I told you in my videos that I'm a balance point. I'm off limits to the dark and the light. That's because I'm helping both sides not go to extremes. If one side were to go to one extreme, if the darkness would go to one extreme, if the light would go to one extreme, there'd be imbalance. And it would create chaos. It would create problems beyond anything we've ever saw. Just like I told this story, if the light side goes too high, you know, the whole planet can collapse. The whole planet can suck inwards and we'd all be destroyed. If if the dark side, if it goes to extremes, you know what that means. You know, the planets get destroyed. You know, people would be suffering. I'm in place to make sure both sides don't go to extremes. And here comes my message. The reason why I'm constantly pushing out videos is because when you have a message, when you have information, the reason I'm constantly pushing out videos is because when you have a message, it has to go out, or else it's constantly it's I'm basically being pulled to pull out my information. That's why that's why Mother Divine always tells me that I have to constantly get my stuff out. I have to constantly, you know, push updates out. I have to constantly tell the things that are going on because it's important that I get this message out, which she I mean, Mother Divine really knows what she's doing. It really is important if you have a message to get it out there ASAP because it will actually do damage to you. If you're holding in some important information, because that information has to be received to certain collectives, it has to be returned to certain people. People have to hear your message. You know, my message may not be for everybody, but it's for a majority of people. And the message has to get out, or else it's going to affect me. It's going to cause damage to me. A lot of the information I know has to get out. It has to be put out there because collectives are drawing it out of me. And if I don't push it out there, it's gonna damage me. And also, my last message for today is when you're in the city, when there's hardships, when there's bad things happening. I just learned something key this morning. These bad things, these horrible things that are happening, these things that are not so good. They're not punishments. They're not bad things. They're not evil things. Even though people call them evil things, they're an acceleration of learning. The city is just an acceleration of learning. The reason why I'm not out in the boonies, the reason why I'm not out in a farm country, you know, in a small town, is because my learning has to be accelerated. I'm in the heart, really the heart of America, which is it's a perfect place for me because it helps me accelerate my learning. It helps me accelerate my progress. I'm in the right place at the right time. If you're having hardships, if things are being hard, if you're having hard day, understand this. It's not a punishment. It's not a bad thing. It's not evil. Don't think it's evil. Think of it as an acceleration to learning. Every, you know, because the city is just a giant hub of relationships to accelerate you to better, you know, better be where you need to be. If you're out in a small town, you know, your role is not, your learning is not going to be accelerated as it is being in a hectic city, being around lots of people, a lot of different characters. You know, your learning is accelerated when you're in the city, and that's all it is. It's nothing bad. Everybody's saying that he's bad, she's bad, he's evil, he's good. You can't look at it like that. Everything is an acceleration of learning. Everything is a relationship. You know, you have to have relationships with bad people. You have to have relationships with good people. Everything is just everything's in place to accelerate your learning to get you from point A to point B. Yeah, it's a acceleration. It's think of your life. If your life is filled with, my life is one of the hardest lives. For a long time, I thought I was being punished for something, but I found out the reason why the reason why I was tortured, the reason why I had such a hard life, is it was an acceleration to my learning, to my abilities, to get me from place to get me to where I am now. It was just a way to accelerate me there. Without me being tortured, without all these hardships, without all these I mean I've had the hardest life. I really had the hardest life, and my life was was not a fun life, you know. But I never gave up. That's the key. If you give up, you failed. If you keep on fighting, you keep on getting up, you will never fail. You will never be a failure. A failure, a loser, is somebody who's given up and just threw in the towel. If you think of the movie Rocky, he never gives up. He's constantly, constantly pushing, constantly. That's me. There's so many times people have said, why do you? Most people in my situation would have given up. That's why I am the guy for the job because I never give up. I'm literally even in fights, even when I've for sure lost, I never just I'm not a quitter. I'm the opposite of a quitter, and I'm the opposite of attention seeker. I prefer to be out of the limelight. Well, this is Snow, GW Shield. Have an awesome day, and I wish you all many blessings, many great blessings, and thank you all for giving me experiences, giving me a grand perspective of how. Thank you all for accelerating my learning and basically getting me from point A to point B. Thank you all, and have a blessed day, all of you.